10 seconds. 10 seconds!
Cut the blue wire! The blue wire!
Cut!
The journalist has arrived.
Alister, good to meet you. Thank you for coming.
Nice to meet you.
Your short film, Bomb, won the People's Choice Award at Tropfest. Could you tell us a bit about it?
Bomb was an idea that we had over lunch one day. We'd been looking for an idea to do a Tropfest film for a year, really. Set about writing the script, and it all kind of happened. Yeah, we kind of got a team together. Most of guys that I've worked with before, in fact, all of them I've worked with before at school, at film school.
What are the advantages or disadvantages for an aspiring filmmaker to go to film school?
I think that the advantages far outweigh the disadvantages. I mean, having said that, of course, you don't have to go. No one has to go to film school, but I think it sometimes it can provide a really good, environment and structure to do it, and it's really helped me focus and crystallise my ideas, I think. So the last year since being out of film school, I've been able to develop, if you like, a kind of a manifesto of kind of what I want to do and what I think about film making.
So the manifesto, is it like the 10 Commandments of Alister Grierson?
That's right,
Alister Grierson.
The manifesto. It's really mad ramblings more than anything else in my kind of, boredom and...
Getting your identity of what you want the film to be perfectly into your vision.
Trying to, I think, yeah, and trying to work visually as well, and not worrying about dialogue and not worrying about performance and that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Just, what do you see? Well, I see this. I mean, my kind of objective is cinema, I suppose, above, say, TV drama or TVCs or documentary, narrative cinema.
Any sort of styles that you like to achieve?
Yeah, it's visual narrative over kind of verbal exposition, if you like. And I think in the Australian film industry at the moment, it's too obsessed with really cinema as theatre. And I think we need to get back to some of the roots of cinema, which is about pictures. So, I mean, I don't know, you go back to the influences of guys like Charlie Chaplin, who are able to tell these amazingly powerful, dramatic stories without any sound or dialogue, just through using the pictures, and performance, obviously. But so for me, I think what I'm trying to do is to get back to, in a way, get back to the really basic roots of storytelling, which is why in Bomb there's no dialogue or very little dialogue, and it doesn't rely on dialogue for exposition, it doesn't rely on dialogue for the comedy.
The film takes place on a sweltering summer's day, but it wasn't like that on the day of the shoot, was it?
Yeah, it was raining during most of the day, which is one of those things you have to deal with, I suppose. But a cinematographer, to his credit, managed to, I think, do a good job to sort of cover that up.
So flexibility is a good thing to have for a filmmaker.
I suppose, yeah. I mean, it's just part of it, isn't it? You can't control those things.
You shot a spec ad for Levi's. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Fantastic. It was the best fun we'd had, I think, for a couple of years. We just jumped in a car and drove out to Broken Hill, going out into the desert for about a week with a bunch of friends, and it was a chance to be creative, really creative with what we're doing, and try and do a good 30-second narrative that had some impact. And the response has been really fantastic from that.
So what advice do you have for an aspiring filmmaker?
I have no advice for aspiring filmmakers. There's too many of you. Stop it. Except, I suppose, just keep going, keep punching.
Thank you very much.
What can you do? No, you're welcome.
Nice talking to us.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you. Thank you.